No excuses, motivational video. You are the gym. Let's get straight into it, you guys. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. So what do I mean by that? So you may be telling yourself you don't have enough time to go to the gym. You don't have enough time to lose weight. You don't have enough time to exercise, this, that, and the other. Well, I'm here to tell you, you can always find time to do it. Now, it may be some unconventional ways that you find it, but for instance, when you're at work and you have break time, whether your break time be 30 minutes or an hour, you can always go to your break room or go somewhere around your job, get in some jumping jacks, get in some push-ups. There's nobody around your job telling you that you can't do push-ups on lunch break. You can't do jumping jacks on lunch break, as long as you're being safe, of course. So you can always get it in. You are the gym. Like literally, you don't have to have a gym membership. You don't have to have a designated time throughout the day to go exercise. You are literally the gym, because it's up to you to decide what you're going to do, when you're going to do it, how long you're going to do it, whenever you make up your mind that you want to do it, right? So again, say you're on lunch break at work, you can always get in some push-ups, get in some sit-ups, find somewhere around your job. You got to think outside the box. Find somewhere around your job. It may be an office setting, it may be a factory setting, it may be a school setting, it may be, I don't know, whatever setting your job is, but think about some things, think about some areas at your job where you can go off to the side and get in 20 push-ups here and there, get in some sit-ups, get in some jumping jacks, run around your work area, depending on where you work at, that is, and get in some exercise like that, and you'll be surprised how that adds up. You hear about people who do 100 push-ups a day, 200 sit-ups a day, 500 jumping jacks a day, or whatever, or they walk a certain amount of steps per day. And for the most part, most of those people are not doing that just in one setting. They're not just doing that at one time. They're not just going down doing 200 push-ups straight. They're breaking that up throughout the day. They're doing 20 push-ups here, 20 push-ups there, 30, 40, so on and so forth, until it adds up into their goal that they have. So you can do the same thing, while you're waiting on your food to be ready in the microwave. Say you're warming your food up for 1 minute. You in the break room at work, or you're at home, or whatever. Okay, use that 1 minute. You can do some jumping jacks real quick. Okay, 1 minute, you can probably get in like 30, 40 jumping jacks, right? 1 minute, you could probably get in, depending on your strength, you could probably get in, at least 20, 30 push-ups, right? So on and so forth. So you just got to find those pockets in your day. If you're telling yourself like, wow, I'm way too busy, it's no way I'm gonna have time to go to the gym, it's no way I'm gonna have time to exercise, you got to think outside the box. And it's easier said than done. You just got to think outside the box. I've done that a lot of times. I got kids, family responsibilities, things like that, and I've told myself the same thing. I don't have time. It's hard for me to squeeze the time in and things like that. But looking back at it, in reality, I did have some time to do it. I just had to think outside the box. I had to think of some unconventional ways, I guess you would say, to get in some push-ups, to get in some a little bit of weightlifting, and even if you just break it up a couple minutes at a time, 2 minutes here and there throughout your day, when you have just a little bit of downtime. For adults, it's mostly at work, when you're on lunch break, or when you're at home taking care of your kids, or when you're at school on lunchtime, if you're in college or whatever. Just however the dynamic is of your day, I'm pretty sure that there are some areas in there where you can squeeze in some type of physical activity. So say you have an hour lunch break at your job. I see people do it around where I live all the time. It's a lot of offices and things like that. So what some people do, I'm assuming they have, I don't know, maybe they have an hour lunch break, maybe it's less, maybe it's more, I don't know. But what they do is during their lunch break, they'll come outside, they'll be in their, in their business clothes, they'll be in their shirt and tie, some of them in dress shoes. I even seen some girls go out there, kind of like, it's not like high heels, but what do you call those, wedges with a little heel on it or whatever, just dress shoes. And you would think that it's not, that it's uncomfortable, I would assume, but anyway, it just shows you their mentality. They know what I'm saying is true. And you guys can do that too. You can definitely do it, so you may be saying to yourself, okay, I need a certain time, I need certain gym equipment, I need certain clothes to be wearing. But like I said, Yeah, I mean, you think about it. There's people out here from time to time, they're in dress clothes, wearing dresses, wearing wedges or whatever they're called, wearing dress shoes, wearing suits, wearing shirts, wearing suits and ties. And they're out here getting it in on their lunch break. They doing what they can do on their lunch break, getting in some steps because they already know what the deal is. Just like you can do it too, so you can take the time out of your day, just find that time. And I'm not saying to sacrifice eating or sacrifice essential things in your life and stuff like that, but just find those little pockets in your life, find those little pockets in your day where you can just squeeze in a little physical activity, and I'm pretty sure, if you do it, you'll find a lot of areas in your day that where you can squeeze in some time. I'm pretty sure. So let me know what you guys think about this. Feel free to chime in. Maybe I'm overdoing it. Maybe I'm thinking too harshly or something like that. I don't think I am. But feel free to chime in, comment, let me know what you guys think. Hopefully this was helpful and insightful in some type of way. Hope I didn't come off as a mean guy or something like that, or inconsiderate or something. But yeah, it's a great approach. I think you guys should give it a try. So I try to implement that as well when I'm at work and I've got some downtime. Man, it's so easy. Scroll through the rest of the videos on here, you'll see me talking about it. It's so easy to just sit there, just mindlessly scrolling on Facebook, YouTube, whatever it is that you scroll through. And before you know it, you look up, 10, 15, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, an hour done passed, and you just been on your phone just doing nothing basically. Most people when they're on their phones, they're not doing something really productive. They're just doing something really leisure, doing something for fun. And I'm not knocking people for doing that, but I'm just saying, like, you could take that time that you're scrolling on your phone and stuff, man, you could have got in a whole workout. You see what I'm saying? Like, and see you'll say, like, I ain't got no time to work out. I ain't got no time to do this, that, and the other. It's like I get it. I respect people's circumstances and things like that. But if you're willing to challenge yourself and just think about ways where you can implement, some push-ups here, some sit-ups, some jumping jacks, some high knees. And I know the thing is, people, you may get caught up in saying, well, that's not ideal. That's not comfortable. I don't have on the right clothes, or I don't like doing this in my living room. I don't like doing this in the kitchen and things like that. And I totally understand. It's not, a lot of things like that are not ideal, but it starts off with a mindset. And if you find yourself in certain circumstances where you feel like you're really crunching time, you really feel like you don't have a lot of time to do things, you're busy, you got kids, whatever is going on in your personal life, in your family life, and all of those good things, man, just, start thinking. You should start thinking about that seriously, because I'm pretty sure, and I'm pretty sure, I don't know, maybe for some people it's no time whatsoever, but I can almost assure you through my personal experience, kids, a wife, family, things like that, a job, responsibilities, all of those good things. It's some spaces that I can be better at as well. As a father, as a husband, all types of stuff. But it starts with a mindset. It starts with you. It starts with you actually wanting to implement those things in your life. It starts with you being creative enough to think outside the box, but then also executing it. That's the tough part. You see, you can know it, but then to actually do it is a totally different thing, as we all know. So, man, I hope that this video was encouraging. I hope I didn't come off as a mean guy. Did I come off as a mean guy, you guys? I hope I didn't. So, feel free to chime in. Let me know your guys' thoughts. Maybe you agree, maybe you disagree. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, as you guys can see up here. Feel free to comment, hit that subscribe button, please. Thank you guys for tuning in. I look forward to making more videos. I'm about to go to this gym and get this workout in real quick. I do not feel like being here. I feel like just going straight to the crib, but it is what it is. Got to get in this workout, right? So, peace out. Thank you guys for tuning in. Have a good one.